stigma that surrounds mental illness. Number one, become informed. Become informed about mental health, okay? And particularly see mental health in its true context as one half of your and your family's total health equation, one half. Okay, number two, be proactive. When you're getting physical checkups with your primary care physician, ask for a mental health assessment or screening if warranted, or you feel it would be beneficial. Or if appropriate, ask for referral to a mental health professional. If there's a history of mental ill health in your family, share that with your primary care physician. He or she needs to know that. And remember, I mentioned the genetic component of mental disorders. I know in my families, we certainly have a we're at high genetic risk for schizophrenia. I have two siblings, one with chronic paranoid schizophrenia and another that has schizoaffective disorder. So know what your family history is. Talk to your elderly relatives. Don't keep it hidden. Get that out and share it with your primary care physician, who is usually the first person that families go to when there are. And you don't have to have it diagnosed. If you see early signs, something's starting to bother you, talk to your doctor about it. Okay, be informed, be proactive. Number three, spread the word that mental health is an integral, essential component of overall health for all of us. It's not a social issue for homeless people on the street, although God knows that those folks really do need care and treatment and our compassion. But obviously, we as a society can't deal with that problem because we haven't yet understood ourselves as a society and as a culture what mental health is all about. Okay, so you're going to be informed, be proactive, spread the word. Number four, be there for people in your family or among your friends that have a mental disorder. Don't shun them. If someone in your family has a mental health problem, seek help, get treatment. If a friend has someone in their family or themselves offer support and understanding and certainly respect. But remember what I said before, no one is at fault, when it comes to mental disorders. So don't be among the ignorant who shun and avoid and just sort of, don't go there, don't want to talk about that subject. Speak up with your friends and help dispel the myths that surround mental illness. And one of the most pernicious myths is that people with psychotic disorders usually are violent. Okay? That's a myth. In fact, the percentage of people with mental illness who have violent behavior is very small, maybe 10 to 11%. Steve can tell you more accurately than I. But it's very small, and it's usually, among that small fraction, it's usually when they're completely off medications and there's alcohol and drugs involved. But it's no wonder the public thinks this, because we in the public are getting bombarded from the media and from the film industry, constantly stressing the danger of violence from the mentally ill. It happened today. You saw on CNN a news report about a mentally ill person that was killed some people in a hospital in Knoxville. That's what the media is constantly reporting. But it's a tiny fraction, but the culture is left with the sense that this is all mental health. That's a myth, that all mentally ill are usually violent. Tell your friends, help dispel the myth that depression reflects some kind of lack of willpower or laziness. That's a myth. Dispel the myth that anxiety disorders are a sign of personal weakness. That's a myth. So, little things do count. When people that you know have mental illness or there's some signs of mental ill health, pick up the phone, call them, ask how they're doing. It doesn't even matter really what you say, just be somebody that they can talk to. And don't worry about, if you're saying the right thing or not. It doesn't, that really doesn't even signify. And don't be concerned if both the friends with mental health problems that you're trying to support, aren't responsive to what you're saying. That's just, just be constant. If there's one takeaway that you take from my talk tonight, if you leave this room and you don't remember anything I said, I'd like you to remember one thing, and that is that if there is someone in your life that has mental health problem, remain in contact with that person. Don't shun them. Okay. Be informed, be proactive, spread the word, be there. Fifth thing that you can do, and that is to share your story. If someone in your family has a mental health problem, tell your friend. You'll be surprised how many of them also have someone in their family with a mental health problem. Remember, 1 in 4 families. So, the 6th thing that you can do, and very importantly, is support us. Our organization, No Health Without Mental Health, we need your support in your health. We're starting into our 3rd year. I mentioned before, we're a leadership organization tackling an urgent unmet social problem in a new, innovative approach. We have high credibility in the mental health field and mental health advocacy. We bring the highest ethical management standards, transparency, accountability. We're really abreast of the changes that are going on in the nonprofit world and social entrepreneurship world. And we're very results oriented. No one poses a higher standard than we do on ourselves. So, to conclude, the issues that we're talking about here tonight, untreated mental illness, this pernicious social stigma that prevents people, deters people from getting mental health treatment, and complete health, looking after ourselves for our full health. These issues are very real in how they're affecting our families, our communities, the larger society every day. And we in No Health Without Mental Health are very committed, and we will make progress on our mission. But we want you to support us, we want you to join with us in creating this groundswell social movement. And again, the social change that we're looking for is to redefine health, to include mental health along with physical health, so we finally can eliminate the stigma that surrounds mental illness and allows people to get treatment. So remember, physical health, mental health, complete health. So everyone has been given a NHMH contact card. I hope you'll take a minute to look at that, note our website and our Facebook page. We also list a number of ways that you can get involved in our organization. So please feel free, when the lights come on, if you can't see now, to complete this and give it to me or Steve before we leave, and also feel free to mail it in. So, again, I just want to thank you so much for allowing Steve and I to come here and talk to you tonight. We appreciate it very much, and we thank you for listening to our call to action to redefine health and to end the stigma of mental illness. So with that, I'll turn the microphone over to Steve, who has himself spoken eloquently on the subject of mental illness stigma and written brilliantly about it. And there's his quote. In his book, The Mark of Shame. So thank you very much. I really appreciate your being here tonight. Thank you.